welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to those of you watching in over 180 countries around the world. We're getting set for Glory 80. Just about an hour from now, we are live just outside of Brussels, Belgium. We are in Hasselt, Belgium, at the Trixo Arena. And when this fight card was announced a few months ago, we didn't even know if we'd be able to have fans. But we will have fans, but not anymore because we're sold out. There's no more room. Every single seat has been sold, and that's good news, Joseph. Kickboxing is back in a big way.
Yeah, I'm excited to be back here in Belgium. We got, big Jamal Ben Saddik fighting in the main event. So I know the fans are excited to see him. I'm excited to see him back, so we got a stacked card.
Yeah, in fact, we have two main events tonight. Don't get it twisted, Joe.
Yep.
We've got Jamal Ben Saddik, of course, as the tip top against Levi Rigters, and then it's the rematch the kickboxing world has been waiting for, Badr Hari versus Rico Verhoeven.
Yeah, and let me tell you, when I watched that fight live, when the first time they fought, I have never reacted this way from a fight. I'm pretty sure I was slapping you on your back and yelling at the top of my lungs, so I'm excited for this rematch.
Yeah, obviously the greatest comeback in Glory history, but was it a fluke? We'll find out later tonight. The only way you can watch it is exclusively on pay-per-view. Go to gloryfights.com right now. You can purchase and stream it for 19.99 euros, or in the United States for 24.99. It's available anywhere around the world. So coming up for this preview show as we count down the minutes to Glory 80, we take a look back at Collision 3, the fight of the year between Rico and Jamal Ben Saddik, and then a closer look at Levi Rigters as he tries to up in the apple cart, so to speak, against #1 rated Jamal Ben Saddik. And then it's Van Belzen versus Overmeer, a live free fight. That's from the welterweight division. That should be a pretty good scrap as well.
Oh yeah, both young guys, both hungry, and they're both pressure fighters, and that's what we like to see in the Glory ring, both guys going after it.
And then an exclusive interview as well with Badr Hari. We do have one title fight on the line tonight. It comes from our women's super bantamweight division. Of course, the Glory champion is the time bomb, Tiffany Van Soest, and she spoke earlier with our very own Mark Schaaf.
I'm here with the super bantamweight Glory world champion, Tiffany Van Soest. You just entered the stage. How do you feel?
I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have a fight tonight. Happy to put on a show.
Yeah, we haven't seen you in a year. What can we expect from you? You've got a long time with your new coach.
Man, I mean, same explosive style, but some new tricks, a little more creativity, some different kicks, just mixing it up in a different way.
What does it mean to you representing Glory against another big organization, Rise? You representing Glory?
Hey man, I'm the Glory champ, so I got to represent for Glory. And like you said, it's a huge thing. This collaboration between two promotions. It's never been done in the kickboxing world before, so it's kind of a big deal. I think it's great for the sport in general, but I still have to represent for Glory because I'm the Glory champ, and it's champ versus champ to see who really is the best champ, and that's me. So I'm going to show that.
Now, the Japanese camp, they even pronounced your name wrong. They were not so impressed. They called you Stephanie.
I mean, a lot of people call me Stephanie. It sounds like Tiffany. That's my alter ego. I call myself Stephanie sometimes when I'm shy, but by the end of the fight, they'll definitely remember that my name is Tiffany.
Good luck. Thanks.
Sometimes they call her Tiffany, sometimes they call you John, right? Stephanie, Tiffany, John, Joe, whatever.
John's my middle name,
Is
so
it?
Kind of works out, yeah.
Joseph John.
Joseph John.
Did you know my middle name's Andrew?
No, I didn't know that. Now
Learn something new every day. We also learned a lot about a Polish heavyweight known as the Hightower, Wrzosek, going into his first fight against Badr Hari. Legitimately, how much of a chance did you give him to beat Badr?
Well, not much, to be honest with you. I don't think the world gave him any chance. I mean, let's be honest. And the way Badr even came out in that fight, he was aggressive, level-changing, maybe one of the best Badrs we've seen in the first round. He was technical, he was composed, setting things up. So I think the main thing here for Badr is just to make sure to let the people know that that was a fluke shot.
Yeah, it was Glory 78. Badr Hari won, 99% of the fight, but it only takes one shot in Glory kickboxing, and your life can be changed forever. Let's take you back.
talk about a difference in fight experience. 121 fights to only 18 for Wrzosek, but 87% knockout ratio for Badr Hari. As we all know, a lot of that comes in his first round or two.
Guys, listen, you know the rules. Yeah, always listen to my commands.
The referee for this matchup, Edward Stryker.
Touch gloves if you want.
Here we go. Badr Hari, always a fast starter. Let's see how Wrzosek handles his power.
Yeah, a lot of big Badr's power is going to come off a nice, strong jab.
Fight.
You can already see how hard and how powerful Badr is, but Wrzosek with that tight defense.
High kick from Badr. He's got a nasty jab as well. We've seen all night fighters going with the calf kick, and it's worked pretty well. It appears that Wrzosek trying the same strategy.
Yeah, I like that feinting option from Wrzosek. Try to see what Badr's gonna throw before you step in.
Are you surprised that Badr hasn't gone right after him and tested him?
Well, I think it's patience he wanted to show here. He said with the new team, he's got his kicks and knees going back, good, strong, basic combinations. So I think the patience is the key right now.
Jab to the body. Wrzosek being extremely patient as well. That high kick, ooh. The jab now.
Wrzosek can low kick, mixes kicks up high really well.
Keep in
Very
mind,
flexible.
yeah, Wrzosek has that 81-inch reach, the same as Badr. Nice right hand to the ribcage, body kick.
Badr looks in tremendous shape for this fight.
Wrzosek a little tight.
Yeah, it's a little bit of nerves. He's still trying to figure out how powerful Badr is right now, so it's a little bit anxious. Can't blame him for that. I can just guarantee you there'll be...
Oh! Shot that left hand to the ribcage sends Wrzosek down.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, standing.
That's a wake-up call for the Polish Hightower. Does Badr pounce here?
I think he's going to stay technical. Nice left kick to the liver now. He knows it's hurt. Let's see how he sets up the finish.
Oh, and he's down for a second time. The body shots linger for a long time. Will he make it up?
5, 6,
He's up.
7, 8, standing. Yes.
One more knockdown in this round and it's over.
He should probably move around. There's only 5 seconds left to survive. Oh, Badr ate a jab.
That's it. That's
The
it.
round's over.
And that was, boy, Wrzosek's like, man, I don't need any more seconds to this round.
I started yelling at the referee.
This is round 2, scheduled for 3.
Oh, there we go. That's the no respect that he needs now.
10-7 across the board.
Everything Badr throws just power.
Ready to go down again. He goes down hard.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Something's wrong with his right hand.
Yeah. I'll tell you what's wrong. A big Badr kick. I just hit it.
One more knockdown and this fight is over.
He's out!
9. One of the biggest upsets in Glory's history.
Oh, nice!
Can you believe this? Wrzosek with the stunner of all stunners.
I have never seen anything like that in my life. I just lost my voice. I have never seen anything like that.
Wrzosek was down 3 times, was ready to go down for a 4th, and then a high kick from hell.
Yeah, just out of nowhere, he barely threw it.
I knocked him out. I knocked out my idol. I told you.
A lot of people know like I don't lose. Rematches, my friend. If you give me a second chance, I beat you up.
I kick harder, I hit harder, and this is not Badr Hari time. Now it's my time.
I was thinking this is my fight. The belt is mine. But the fight went different. I think people are gonna see a different Jamal than before.
It's a chance for me to prove myself. I'm ready for the next level. I want to become the best.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I get goosebumps every time I see highlights from that fight. What about you?
Well, I'm still smiling. I mean, I get so hyped every time I see even Badr fighting, and then hearing all the exciting cards and the fights coming in this pay-per-view. I'm just way too excited.
Can lightning strike twice? We'll find out later tonight, live and exclusively on pay-per-view. Go to gloryfights.com right now and order. Only €19.99 or $24.99 US. Also tonight, in our other main event, it's the return of the #1 ranked heavyweight in the world today, Jamal Ben Saddik, coming off a Glory Fight of the Year against Rico Verhoeven back in October. It was Glory Collision 3. Let's relive the magic one more time.
That feeling of adrenaline running through your body is, yeah, it's crazy.
Okay, we have this main event. This is my chance to win that belt. The closer the fight comes, the more energy, the more things you feel. I missed that energy because I didn't fight for 2 years.
I'm focusing on that one thing, and that's the fight and winning the fight.
I will give the audience what they want.
That moment when I come out, in that moment I really connect with the people. I came out, saw all those people. Wow.
Rico versus Jamal, part 3 starts right now.
This is an amazing fight. I'm looking forward to this one.
That's one of the most beautiful things that comes with the amazing job we have.
From Helredome in Arnhem, kickboxing fans watching in 180 countries around the world, it's time for glory!
I need to enjoy this moment because every fight can be your last fight.
Tonight, the heavyweight belt is on the line. Jamal Ben Saddik and Rico Verhoeven.
Will the reign end tonight? Will we have a new king? Or will it be par for the course for Rico Verhoeven as he tries to defend his title for a record 10th time?
Fight. That's what you gotta do. Push the pace and fight with it. I'm putting so much pressure on what I'm doing. Like, why am I doing this? And when I enter the arena and everybody's like going crazy and like, oh yeah, I remember.
It's the beat. There's a right hand that scores.
Exactly. This is why I'm doing it.
Oh, and is that a knockdown? And a big left hand. And that will do it for the end of the first round.
You're the main event, so yeah, like that feeling is, yeah, it brings me through the roof.
3 of the judges gave the first round to Rico, 2 to Jamal.
What's so nice about the heavyweight division is that it's so controversial. Every fight can be decided in every second.
He's still in the game. He's still in the game. He's not. But this fights give you respect, you know.
Look at Rico's face. It is a bloody mess. The left side of Rico's face is unrecognizable.
Yeah, his eyes completely shut now.
If you want to be the very best, I'm not stopping, I'm not quitting, never. I bend, but I don't break.
Rico, it's good to see you again. Tell us about your injury, about the injury below your eye, because I can barely see it.
Yeah, it's still there a little bit, so it's a little bit swollen. Been to the doctors not too long ago, and he said everything's okay, but due to the trauma, there's like some scar tissue still like underneath the skin that stays there for a little bit, and while it looks a little bit swollen still, but he said like in time everything will like return to normal. So really happy with that news.
Yeah, luckily, because it looked really terrible.
Well, especially when I look back at it, it was like, whoa, it looked worse when I saw it like for the first time afterwards. So at the moment it was just like, it is what it is, but afterwards I was like, oh man, it's pretty serious.
I fucked up.
Nee, helemaal niet. Je stond er nog.
Ja, ik geef het niet op. Dan maar kapot. Dat is het. Dan maar kapot. Dankjewel, jongens.
Was there a moment that you thought, this match is mine, I'm going to win this title?
Well, I think the first 8 counts that I gave for him, I was thinking this is my fight. The belt is mine. I just need to finish the fight.
Rico suffered a big cut underneath his eye. Were you surprised that he was able to continue?
Well, I think I had a cut in my leg before. He got a cut in his eyes, but I was surprised that the fight was going on. But you know, it's good for the audience, because when you stop the fight like this, there are no winners that night. So it was good that the referee let the fight go, and also for my leg let the fight go and give the audience what they want. You know, it's such a big arena, so much people, and then you stop a fight for a cut. No, the referee said it was not a dangerous cut, so let the fight go on.
This was for a lot of people, well, maybe the second time that they saw you in trouble. Yeah. Did you felt it that way?
Well, I think I started off pretty good. I was just like touching up, feeling, moving around, and just like you always gotta feel like, what is your opponent gonna do? What is his game plan? And we got 5 rounds, so I got the time to look and to feel around a little bit and see what the game plan is of your opponent. Yeah, then you have certain things that I'm not allowed to do because he's like a certain type of fighter. So he's big, he's strong. So what's the thing that's not smart to do is stand still and stand right in front of him and go toe to toe with this guy. Then when you make exactly that mistake, not once but twice, yeah, that's hard for me. That's hard, and that comes from a feeling where I don't know. I still want to prove something, not to the people, but to myself. I want to prove something to myself. Like, if you want to fight, let's fucking fight. You know.
Incredible performance thus far for Ben Saddik. Oh, double jab from Rico, and now it's Jamal who's back on the ropes, and he caught him straight with the right again.
Jamal needs to be careful for Rico's overhand right.
He doesn't look when he gets punches, you know?
Rico's overhand rights there. I think we got another fight of the year in this one.
Blood dripping, but where is the cut? I have no clue where the cut is. The only thing I thought is like, now the time is really ticking.
Hey, never have we seen Rico busted up like this, Joe. I like the heart that Rico's showing.
Oh, the heart is great. You know, he got a fighter's heart. There's a lion there to get today. Go to the touch you want.
From Rico, that catches the Goliath. He smiles, but that means he's hurt. Rico, big right hand again. Saddik trying to cover up in the corner, fire back. Jamal's in trouble. Oh, big time shabby shots for Jamal.
He's really throwing everything behind those punches now.
This is like the 12th round of a heavyweight boxing title fight, but we're only the 3rd round.
Fight ain't over till it's over.
Oh, that'll do it. Right at the end of round 3, and Jamal is just dangling on the ropes.
Were you amazed that he started the 4th round because he was empty?
Yeah, I thought like, okay, there's the possibility that he's not even gonna come out. And of course, his corner tried to do something like give him some extra rest. He finally did come out, and then, okay, let's go.
Look at the leg of Ben Saddik. Look at the face of Rico.
I just want to win that fight.
It's a battle of attrition at this point.
I was ready to fucking push the pedal to the metal.
Instead of wasting that energy.
If you see, you give the right hand a couple of times, so he doesn't.
Rico caught him again. Jamal's turned his back. He's staying on the knockdown.
We weren't talking about game plan. We just said, like, fight with him, push him. Push him to the moment that he breaks. That's what happened.
That's it.
That is it! The reign continues! Rico Verhoeven with the guttiest, the toughest, the ballsiest performance we've ever seen from him tonight. He walked through fire, Joe, and he got it done.
Yeah, and he had to do it by digging deep, which made the fight exciting. And you got to think, a fight like that is a memorable one on his 10th title defense. So Rico continually digging deep and showing his heart of a champion.
For us as a spectator, it was unbelievable that you went into the 4th round. Do you have any memories of that 4th round? Because it looked like you were in a zone, you were in another world.
No, I haven't. I must say I have no idea what happened with the 4th round. I just know the audience, he was going crazy what happened in the 4th round, but I don't have any idea what there was happening that round.
Yeah. You lost in an epic battle, but are you happy with your performance? What's your overall thought about the fight?
My last fight inside of the Gelderdome was one of the most beautiful experiences that I had. In front of the fans and the audience, I was already a champion. For myself, I was already a champion. I was very proud for where I come and everything what I had to deal with. And the moment I stand there, I was proud of myself. You know, I lost the fight, but I think the audience were the biggest winners that night. And so I'm happy.
At that moment, when you see that big cut and the blood all over the place, and that right hand, me going down, it's like all the odds were against me. I never got into a situation where I had to show that I have that ability to push myself so far. Me and Dennis, we know I can do that. And everybody in my teams knows that I can do that. But the people never saw that before.
The fight is nominated for Fight of the Year. Yeah. Do you then agree or disagree?
That's a good question, but I think I'm now at the point that I can agree because I've of course take not another close look, but like 1,000 another close looks at that fight, and I can better understand what the people are looking at and why they have that opinion. Like, oh, this was the fight of the year. This fight was crazy, and because when you look at it, really looks like a Rocky Balboa fight. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough, but yeah, that's the fighting game.
Nee, mij moet je even hebben. Goed gedaan.
And indeed, that was the 2021 Fight of the Year. And you can see Jamal back in action for the first time since that legendary encounter tonight at Glory 80, exclusively on pay-per-view, which begins in about 35 minutes. You see the countdown on the upper right of your screen. The only place to get it, gloryfights.com, €19.99 or $24.99 USA.
Yeah, and this exciting matchup for me to see Levi Rigters in there. He's known as the newcomer. He's the new kind of face that in the heavyweight division, that he's technical, he's long, he's confident, but this is his big test. So we're going to see how really good Levi Rigters is.
And Jamal Ben Saddik said, listen, they're calling him the new Prince of Kickboxing, which used to be Rico's nickname. He wants to dethrone the Prince before he can become a new king. Let's learn more about both of these heavyweights.
Well, I always said I want to become champion before I'm 28. I'm 26 now, and My biggest dream is to fight in the arena in Amsterdam, the Johan Cruyff Arena. That's what I always imagined, so that would be great. We're at 5,000. It's like a daycare with daily activities for a group of guys and girls who sometimes just need a little more of a push in the right direction. And I'm here to teach them kickboxing and train them, just to motivate them a little bit. And I think sports is a good way to motivate them. It's something I want to do right now, but also after my career. You cannot always be fighting till you're like 50, so you need something next to the sports. And this, what I do here, is something I really like to do. And in the future, I want to build up my own life.
Glory 18. You're going to fight Levi Rigters. What are your thoughts on that fight?
Well, I think he's a new guy inside of Glory, but he improved it, that he belongs there. It's good for him to see where he stands, and it's also good for me to show the audience again where I belong. So I think it's a good matchup. I feel very good right now. Everything is stable. Also my health is very stable. My preparation going well. I'm happy at this moment. When you step out of your comfort zone and then you're gonna make big steps, and that's what I did. That's what I keep doing. I put more energy and more time in my kickboxing skills, and we start from the beginning again. And Mike have his own ways, so I think people are gonna see a different Jamal. Yes. After 10 years, it's not easy to make that step forward to go to another gym, but I had something inside of me that tells me you need something new to get back the motivation to fight again. People are gonna see a different Jamal than before.
I started kickboxing in my neighborhood where I grew up, in Apkoude. That's where I started kickboxing with my trainer, Jamal Karouche, and he's still my trainer. Yeah, we just started, and as an amateur, we started winning a lot. And then you see that there's a bit of talent, and then you start to dream, and you set goals. And my first goal was to become a world champion. I became world champion twice at Infusion. And then the goal was to fight at Glory. Now we're fighting in Glory. And the biggest dream is to become the champion, the world heavyweight champion. I got my first professional loss last year against Tariq. I don't see it as a bad thing because I learned so much. After a KO victory, you learn way more with the loss. The biggest lesson was that the mental part is really important, because I took this fight on 10 days notice. There was a lot of attention, and I noticed that I was not mentally there in the fight. So after that fight, I worked with a mental coach, and I saw the difference in the next fight against Mosny. I was way more mentally in the fight, way more focused. So that's my biggest lesson from the loss. And now I'm up for my biggest task. Jamal has a lot of experience, of course. He's on the top for a long time. But I think it's time for new faces, new guys to get into the top 3 and get a chance to fight for the title. Winning this fight will mean that I really proved myself and that I belong in the top 3 of Glory. He's the number 2. Winning this fight means I will become the number 2. There's one guy left, the number 1, Plasibat. So maybe I will fight him first, and then I want that title shot. You see weaknesses. You saw the conditioning of Jamal was not good enough. Yeah, those things I take with me for my fight against them.
You can knock him out?
Of course. You can train the chin.
Big night tonight for Levi Rigters, Joe.
Yeah, I mean, I think a lot of it's going to tell in that first round. He needs to stay, patient, weather that storm and the big power of Jamal Ben Saddik. So we're going to see how the new up-and-comer handles the big pressure.
All right, enough of these get hype jobs for the pay-per-view. Let's see some real fighting right now. And for our first fight of the night, which is free, we send it into the ring. The one and only Mr. Tim Hughes.
Good evening to those of you that are already with us tonight here in beautiful Hasselt, Belgium, inside Trixo Arena. How are you tonight? The Glory 80 pay-per-view begins at the top of the hour. All of our fights tonight sponsored by our friends at Fairtex and Jack's Racing Day, and we are happy you're here with us tonight. We're going to begin with one preliminary bout in the welterweight division, scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Let's get our first fighter into the ring tonight. He realizes a decade-long dream of stepping into the Glory ring here in Hasselt. Please make him feel welcome. It's Jay Overmeer.
Jay Overmeer, a good-looking young fighter, Joe, making his Glory debut. You did the tape study. What'd you learn about it?
Well, I just like his style. I mean, he fights with a lot of good confidence, and what I like about him, he likes to use his kicks a lot. He's good with his knees, so he brings an exciting style. You know, he's really well known in Holland. He's a 2-time WFL champion in Holland. And you got to think, even a lot of confidence. Back in 2017, he even fought the middleweight champ, Donatan Visa. So he's not intimidated by anyone, and he feels Glory is his home.
Says this has been his dream for 11 years and wants to show the world what he's capable of. 25 years old, 6'1" tall, and half of his wins have come by way of knockout. Jay Overmeer.
His fighting talents have taken him as far away as China, making his 5th Glory appearance tonight in Hasselt. Here is Jos Van Belzen.
Don't let the scowl fool you. Jos Van Belzen, a really nice guy, Joe, but he's nicknamed the Soldier for a reason. You can tell right now he's on a mission.
Yeah, and when you're going to see him fight, it's that forward pressure, looking for power, and he just has good power in his punches, good right cross, good left hooks, and he's just not intimidated. And he's moved up to the welterweight division, feels like he's bigger, stronger, and better than ever.
Time will tell. A very even matchup, it seems, at least on paper. Jos Van Belzen and Jay Overmeer. Here's our tale of the tape, ladies and gentlemen. Our first fight of the night. Both of these men in their mid-20s. Jay Overmeer with a 1-inch height advantage. And the reach, he'll have a 1.5-inch reach advantage. I got thrown off by the centimeters and the inches. I apologize, Joe.
Well, when it comes to professional experience, more than double the fights for Jay Van Overmeer. And like we mentioned, he's got that finishing ability, 50% of those wins by finish. But Jos, we've seen him in the Glory ring before, so he has the experience fighting in the Glory ring.
The rules tonight, 3 rounds, 3 minutes each. Punches, kicks, and knees are the legal strikes. 3 knockdowns in a round or 4 in the fight result in a TKO.
Let's take a look at my keys to glory for this bout for Jos Van Belzen. That pressure, look to let those power punches go, and he's got to mix levels, hit the liver with Overmeer. He's got that height, so use those kicks, use those knees, manage the range, and look to counter some of those power punches from Van Belzen.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, this bout scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Glory welterweight division. Introducing first, standing on my right and fighting out of the black corner. He is a 2-time world fighting champion. He brings with him a professional record of 24 wins with 4 losses, half of those wins coming by way of knockout. He makes his Glory debut tonight. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, 1.85 meters, and he weighed in at fight time at an even 170 pounds, 77 kilos. Fighting tonight out of the Netherlands, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Jay Overmeer. Here now is his opponent, fighting out of the white corner. He won his Glory debut just 2 minutes into the fight in Utrecht at Glory 65. His record, 11 wins with 2 losses, 3 of those wins coming by way of knockout. He stands 6 feet even, 1.83 meters, and he weighed in at fight time at 169 pounds, 76.8 kilos. Fighting tonight out of the Netherlands, here is Jos, the Soldier Van Belzen. The third man inside the Glory ropes, your referee, Jan Frana.
Okay, fighters to the middle. Shake your hands.
If you won, listen, Glory lose, listen my comments. Back to the corners. Good luck.
So our first kickboxing fight of 2022 here at Glory is about to commence. Jay Overmeer in the black gloves, Jos Van Belzen in the white. 3 rounds, here we go.
Both gentlemen coming out kick heavy, chop for chop.
Nice knee straight out of the gate from Overmeer. It's his Glory debut, Joe. A lot of guys handle that differently.
Yeah, I mean, he's still got a lot of experience for only being 25 years old. You know, 24 wins, only 4 losses. He feels his knees are what's going to be the difference in this fight. And you already saw a nice jump in lead knee, which is very rare to see.
Good body kick there for Van Belzen. Might have been a little low. The soldier nods his head. Back into battle we go.
Yeah, you can see those Overmeer knees versus the punches of Van Belzen.
Jay Overmeer telling us, listen, the soldier comes right at you. He's a forward-fighting fighter, and that's what I like.
Yeah, he likes it because he uses his knees, and that's the perfect opportunity for him to land them. Also with Overmeer, you'll see him switching stances a lot. Calls himself a switch hitter.
Brink.
22 minutes to go before Glory 80. Purchase it now, gloryfights.com. 2 main events, both of them coming from the heavyweight division.
Brink. Stop. Break, step back.
You can visit our store as well, the latest Glory merchandise at gloryshop.com. Pretty even round so far.
Yeah, I mean, you can see punches versus kicks, definitely. Overmeer with the kicks and knees. Van Belzen pressuring with the hands.
Stop!
Redness all over the body of Van Belzen, but he was red when he got into the ring.
Yeah, I'm thinking his corner maybe gave him the wake-up slaps to get away. Yeah, some teams do it, you know. It kind of numbs the skin a little bit before you take the big shots in the ring, right?
Or so they say. I prefer to take my punches in the ring. Oh, nice quick right hand there for Overmeer.
Yeah, I saw Van Belzen with a body shot that looked good there.
A ton of knees coming from Overmeer. Van Belzen primarily doing his damage with the hands.
Love the stance switching from Overmeer.
Yeah, good sequence there for him. Nothing really landed too cleanly.
No, it's just the technique he used was called shifting when he switches his stance mid-combination. So that's what impressed me most in that little sequence.
Jos Van Belzen, the signature strike, the right cross. Brian Dallas in his corner. And he's another guy that does not smile too much.
Glory vet himself.
Yeah, some scary looking dudes in the corner of the soldier.
Overmeer here, as I mentioned, the 2-time WFL, which is one of the bigger organizations in Holland. Stance switcher, which I enjoyed watching in that last little sequence. And I think for him, what he really embraces is the legs, the kicks and knees. So we're seeing it on display tonight.
Do you worry, though, about a fighter being too knee and kick heavy? Someone like him who's basically based his entire offense around those 2 strikes.
Well, I mean, it's almost the opposite. You want to land them versus punches, but when you throw the punches, when you throw the knee, you're open to punches. So they almost counteract each other. So it almost who lands better at some points.
Second up. Fight.
Round 2 scheduled for 3. If you're watching Glory Kickboxing for the first time, not a lot of time for you to ease into a fight and feel out your opponent. You only got 9 minutes to get the job done.
A little bit more aggression from Van Belzen. Looks like he's relying a little bit more on combinations. He just can't throw the single strikes.
All 5 judges scoring round 1 for Jay Overmeer, who's making his Glory debut tonight.
Yeah, you can't let Overmeer get his rhythm going. That's where he does well. So already a better start in the second for Van Belzen to come in and try to break that rhythm.
And Joe, defensively, if you know a guy is going to be throwing so many knees, what do you need to do to counter that?
Well, I would kind of use a jab, use some feints, and then try to counter off of that. Like after he misses the knees, that's when you want to kind of come.
With your hands, or do you go with a kick?
You go with the hands, right? Because when you throw the knees, your hands drop a little bit. So a nice counter punch is probably your best strategy. And they're Jos's best punches, so that's what you got to do. That maybe that nice overhand right when he throws the knee.
Right now, the kick output for Overmeer is outstanding.
Yeah, I enjoy kickboxers who like to use their legs. This is why I was really excited to see Overmeer.
You saw that quote he had as a nice left. Scores for Van Belzen. He said, look, it's kickboxing. It's not boxing. You got to kick.
I agree with him. I find a lot of kickboxers go really boxing heavy when they forget about the value of the legs. They're big, they're strong, they're longer. You got to use them.
Well, back in the old days, Joe, they had to encourage kickboxers to throw kicks. Remember, they had the numbers you
number system. That's old school kickboxing.
That is old school. Those knees are scoring. Oh, he's got Van Belzen rocked here. Oh, he got it clean with a left hook, and down goes the soldier.
You talk about his legs, and then he mixes the hands.
What a debut so far for Jay Overmeer.
7, 8.
How damaged is he?
The soldier just keeps coming forward, but he had it again!
Oh, big left again, and down for a second time is Van Belzen.
5, 6, 7, 8.
And right back into the fire he goes, and down for a third time. That should do it.
2,
3 knockdowns in a round.
4.
I think they're going to call it now.
6,
once they start.
7, 8, 9.
It's over, indeed. And Jos Van Belzen, welcome to, Jay Overmeer, welcome to glory. You've got to win.
Yeah, I love the way he did it. Spent that first round establishing his kicks, establishing the knees. Started well, got a little too comfortable. Then we see Overmeer with the boxing. So well-rounded fighter for such a young, good, hungry kickboxer.
And you gotta like the way he was patient, closed the show.
Yeah, beautiful, good timing. Waited for Jos to kind of open up, right? That was it. Jos opens up for big punches, and that nice counter left hook touched the chin, and that's it. But you can see the way Van Belzen throws his punches, he kind of lifts his chin a little bit. But when you see Overmeer kind of just beat him to the punch. Oh, that one just clipped, and then the left hook, put it in combination. That's what you got to do. Calm, collected. Very bright future for Jay Overmeer.
He won the first round, according to all 5 judges, and then put away his opponent in the second round with 3 knockdowns. Hello and welcome to Glory, Jay Overmeer. We'll make it official here in a moment. We are live in Belgium.
Hey fight fans, it's Remy Bonyaski here, and it's time for Glory Smacks. Glory Smacks is the hard-hitting NFT of Glory Kickboxing. This is your chance to own a piece of kickboxing history and collect the best highlights of my career and the most legendary fighters in the history of kickboxing. Sign up at glorysmack.com to create your account and get started. It's really easy for people that don't know anything about NFTs or crypto. Once you have an account set up, you can purchase packs and explore the marketplace. For the smacks you want to add to your collection, the best part is what you will earn by completing your collection. Maybe we'll get you ringside with me for a fight. Follow Glory Smacks on social media and join Discord and be the first one to know about upcoming pack drops.
Our final statistics from our opening bout here in Belgium as follows. You can see the kicks, Joe, 33 of 49 and 15 knees landing.
Yeah, I mean, that was definitely the strategy he talked about, and the way he switches his stance to set it up looked beautiful, so very impressive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have an official time of 2 minutes, 47 seconds of that second round. This one ends by way of the Glory Maximum Knockdown rule. For your winner, Jay Overmeer.
I'm here with the winner, Jay, talking about a dream come true. You made your debut and you won by knockout. How do you feel?
Very great, man. First of all, I want to thank everyone who's here. Thank you. I want to thank my team, my fans, my family over there. Man, this is a dream that comes true, for sure. Wow. This is the beginning. It's only the beginning.
Talk us through your knockout, man, because there was a lot of output, a lot of kicks, a lot of punches. At what point did you think, I've got him?
When I hit him with a right, boom, I saw his eyes. And then I knew it. So it was very good, very great.
Did we see a classic Jay Overmeer today?
Yes, for sure. A lot of kicks, a lot of knees, and hard punches.
Well, congratulations, buddy. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up. It's Jay Overmeer.
And we're looking at his handiwork right now, Joe. You got to be impressed as a all-around, well-versed kickboxer such as yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. The way he kind of manages his distance, stays tight defensively, builds in counters, that's intelligent fighting, you know? A lot of times it's all about, you know, the output, but he stayed defensive, didn't get hit with any big shots, looked and found counters at the right opportunity, set things up with his legs, you know? So, I mean, I think that's what made it more impressive, you know? A lot of guys want to go out there and try too hard. He kind of stayed patient, but at the same time showed a lot of good class and amazing kickboxing.
And credit to his trainer, Melvin Mann, who said the first time I saw this guy, I knew he was something special. And he looked special tonight as we continue to count down the minutes to Glory 80 live exclusively on pay-per-view. We're about 11 minutes in change away. GloryFights.com, the place to go. €19.99, $24.99 in the United States. One fight we haven't talked a ton about is our other main event, which features the bad boy, Badr Hari, looking for revenge against the Polish Hightower.
Je hebt 20 jaar volgens mij al achter de rug, zeg maar.
Iets meer zelfs.
Roemruchte carrière.
Ja.
Waar sta je nu in je carrière? Zit je er nog middenin?
Ja, dat sowieso. Ja. Ja, dat sowieso. Ja, man, zeker. Wat ik je zeg, dat is fucking dubbeltje, moet alleen even de andere kant opvallen. That's it. Ja, man. Ja, tuurlijk, man. Ja, man. Dat moet één keertje. Het is gewoon fucking vervelend, weet je. Je sloopt die gasten elke keer en dan gebeurt er weer iets. Weet je, Rico, 2 keer 8 tellen. Wedstrijd is gedaan, gebeurt er weer iets. Benjamin loopt lekker, gebeurt weer iets. Wrzosek loop je, gaat... Ja, het is gewoon fucking zuur.
Hoe is het voor jou om nu te vechten als vader?
Nog steeds hetzelfde, man. Ik leef heel erg in het nu. Weet je, ik geniet nu van dat wat ik aan het doen ben. Weet je, ik ben super geblest. Weet je, ik ben God dankbaar, begrijp je? Ik ben gezond, in goede shape, alles doet het, alles loopt lekker. Sterk. Ik vul nog steeds zalen. Ik kan nog steeds net zoveel genieten als toen. Het is alleen nu beter, want je bent nu minder zenuwachtig als vroeger. Je weet toch, vroeger dacht je, shit. En nu geniet je gewoon meer, je weet toch, je staat er, je weet wat je kan, je weet wat daar gebeurt. Weet je, je bent meer dan 120 partijen verder, je kent het spel gewoon. Je weet wat daar gebeurt. En dat ik je zeg, dat is ook het voordeel, begrijp je? Daardoor kan je bepaalde dingen ook iets beter verwerken, begrijp je? En incasseren en verlies je niet het vertrouwen in jezelf, begrijp je? En dus ja, het heeft zijn voordeel, begrijp je?
Ja, is dat iets wat vroeger dan dus moeilijker was om het vertrouwen in jezelf niet te verliezen?
Ja, ik heb ook al wedstrijden gehad, zeg maar toen, ik weet nog toen ik die wedstrijd tegen Arkadiusz verloor. Weet je, dat was een moeilijk moment in mijn carrière, omdat ik echt dacht van oké, ja, weet je, ik ben het en toen ging het niet. Toen trapte hij me na. Ik had kunnen staan, ik ben blijven zitten. Ik was te veel emotioneel, nog een paar lampen stuk in de gang.
Ja, je was woest.
Ja, ik ben dom. Weet je, dat zijn van die momenten in mijn carrière geweest dat ik toch echt wel dacht van oké, weet je, ik weet niet of ik het wel allemaal kan. Begrijp? Ben ik wel echt de belofte die mensen zeggen dat ik ben? En dan is het belangrijk dat je goede mensen om je heen hebt die jou kunnen sturen en zeggen van ja, jawel, maar volgens mij kan je het wel. Begrijp je? Het is momentopnames. Dat heb je nu niet meer nodig. Nu kan je het jezelf vertellen. Nu kan je gewoon zeggen, oké, je weet toch, ik ben hier eerder geweest. Je weet toch, ik ken het hier. Het voelt niet vreemd, het voelt niet lekker, maar ik ken het, weet je. Ik weet hoe ik hiermee om moet gaan. En dat is het mooie van ervaring, begrijp je?
Werkt je gezinsleven daar ook in mee?
Kinderen zijn een motivatie, geen rem.
Mooi gezegd.
Ja, maar het is toch zo?
Ja.
Daarmee ga ik met nog meer plezier naar mijn werk. Nog meer motivatie. Weet je, dat is belangrijk. Kijk, mijn kinderen zijn jong. Sommige van mijn kinderen hebben me nooit zien winnen. Papa heeft al die wedstrijden gewonnen, nu eindelijk is het zover. Zien ze me geen één keer winnen. Weet je wat dat met je doet?
Ja, wat vreet het aan je?
Ja,
of geeft je het
man.
vuur?
Nee man, het mag je me vuur man. Laatste persconferentie, ik denk ook, weet je wat moet ik daar gaan doen? Iedereen praat stoer. Weet je, het is nog een maand voordat je elkaar gaat zien. Iedereen heeft een grote mond, iedereen durft te bluffen dan. Fuck dat man. Laat ik je 2 dagen voor die wedstrijd zien. Kijk hoe tof je dan praat. Dan praat ze niet meer zo stoer hoor. Dan weet je, het is nog 48 uurtjes slapen, je weet toch? Nee man. Het is gewoon elke dag is afstreven. Er komt geen maand bij of zo. Weet je, is geen corona, er wordt niks meer verzet. Het is gewoon 19 maart klaar. Kaartjes zijn verkocht, iedereen is daar. Weet je, getuigen hebben we hebben alles. We hebben een datum, we hebben scheidsrechters, we hebben een bond. Weet je, ik heb een super goede werkgever. Weet je, ik ben super tevreden. Ze geloven in mij, weet je, dat laat ze zien. Met een 3-jarig contract, weet je, dat zorgt voor nog meer vertrouwen. Weet je, daar ben ik ze dankbaar voor en die dankbaarheid zal ik ook moeten tonen 19 maart. Alles is daar, alles zit op zijn plek. Weet je, niks verandert meer. Het enige wat God moet doen is zorgen dat we daar levend aankomen. Als dat gebeurt, kan hij de rest aan mij overlaten.
Our division is, I think, the best division. Yeah, there is a lot of stars, so it's difficult to be one of the best here. I have to show a bit more to be one of the biggest star in Glory. So yeah, it's very good start for me to build my legacy in Glory. I'm on a good path to build something big.
What an opportunity for the Polish high tower. It's the stuff dreams are made of, including his dreams. He said Badr Hari was his hero, one of the inspirations for him to pick up the sport, and now he gets to stare him down.
In this fight I felt a little bit stiff. Yeah, I didn't show everything what I have because I didn't fight for a long time before, almost 2 years. So because of it I was a little bit nervous maybe. Before the fight I felt very good, but yeah, during the fight I was a little bit worse.
I can just guarantee you there'll be
Shot that left hand to the ribcage sends Wrzosek down. 4, 5.
He caught me very early with his body shot, and then after body shot like this, you are really damaged.
Now he knows it's hurt. Let's see how he sets up the finish.
Oh, he's down for a second time.
Even light punch could you knock down.
Badr's throws just power.
Ready to go down again.
After third knockdown, everybody in the arena was thinking that it's finished. Everybody was preparing for the go out from the venue. But in second round, I felt much better. I was still thinking to catch him in counter attack. Yeah. So and I knocked him out.
One more knockdown and this fight is over.
But I think The kick was not lucky kick. People are crazy if they think like this. This time high kick worked, but next time we have a lot of ways to do it again. There is no more dangerous guy in this weight class, so I can, after to fight with Badr, I can fight with everybody. Nobody can tell that I'm afraid of somebody, because I fought with most dangerous guys. So for me, I have skills, I have power. Everybody told me, my sparring partners, my coaches, Nick, my coach in Poland, Łukasz, I need only to change my mindset, you know. Now it's not fight with my idol. Now it's the rematch with guy who I knocked out.
There's a lot on the line for both of these gentlemen. For Wrzosek, he wants to show it wasn't a lucky shot. And for Badr, it's his legacy on the line tonight. So a lot on the line.
It all begins 3 minutes from now. Buy the pay-per-view exclusively at gloryfights.com. €19.99 or $24.99. Before we get this party started, how about we check in with Mark Schaaf and Remy Bonjasky for their final thoughts before we get underway.
Yeah, Todd, it's great to be here in Belgium again. I'm here, of course, with the three-time K1 world champion, Remy Bonjasky. Remy, we have a great evening in front of us with not one, but two main events. Give us your thoughts on that.
Well, two main events, I've never seen it. For me, it's great. I'm looking forward to it. 19th of March in Hasselt. Been waiting for this day to see Badr maybe winning from Wrzosek, so I'm looking forward, man. I'm really looking forward.
Yeah, it's a highly anticipated rematch. Badr has a good track record in rematches. You fought him twice. What's the difference between the Badr for the second time and the Badr for the first time?
Well, the Badr that we see now in Glory, he's dominating every fight. Every fight that he fought, he's been dominating. But every time he came up losing. And that is frustrating for him, also for his fans. Maybe also for me, it's frustrating because I know him for such a long time. He's been doing great. He's a strong fighter, but I hope tonight he will do better.
We will see. Back to you, Todd.
All right, thank you, guys. 1 minute and 45 seconds until Glory 80. You can purchase it only at gloryfights.com. Joe, besides our two main events, what fight are you most excited to see?
Well, I think it's got to be Nordin Benmo and Garrick Belay. Benmo had a 2016 Fight of the Year with Mohamed Jarrah. That was one of the craziest fights we've ever seen. So I think it's got to be that fight. And also Ertuğrul Bayrak against Serkan Oskaglayan. Both of those guys are exciting, with Oskaglayan showing a debut that you would dream of a big finish in the first round. So those have to be the fights that I'm pumped for.
Yeah, that Oskaglayan fight, Turkey versus Turkey. Who knows what's going to happen there? And we'd be remiss if we didn't say something about Tiffany Van Soest back in action facing the Rise champion.
Yeah, I mean, champion versus champion. I think this is a big deal for Tiffany because she really wants to show her dominance in the world kickboxing scene, and no better way to do it against Japan's champion.
All right, once again, gloryfights.com. It is Glory 80, 45 seconds for now. Two main events. It's the return of Badr Hari and Arkadiusz Wrzosek. That fight, a rematch, and Badr says, Joe, he does not lose rematches.
Yeah, no, that's not the Badr way. He's going to go in, look for the finish early, and I mean, you got to think that it's his night.
€19.99, 24.
A lot of people know that I don't lose rematches, my friend. If you give me a second chance, I beat you up.
I kick harder, I hit harder, and this is not Badr Hari time. Now it's my time.
I was thinking this is my fight. The belt is mine. But the fight went different. I think people are going to see a different Jamal than before.
It's a chance for me to prove myself. I'm ready for the next level. I want to become the best.